Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into some of the core learning materials, from Skill Wanderer to tackle what is probably one of the biggest strategic mistakes we see out there in QA.
Yeah, it's this idea that you can just flip a switch. The belief that automation testing just completely gets rid of manual testing.
That's the one. It's the biggest misconception. Automation doesn't replace manual. I mean, they're not even really in the same category.
Exactly. They serve totally different purposes, and, the best teams, the strongest teams, they always use both together.
So our mission today is pretty simple. Let's unpack these two. Let's figure out when you need the human brain and when you should let the machine do the work.
Okay, let's start with the brain then, manual testing.
Right. And this isn't just, mindlessly clicking buttons. It's a thinking process.
It's all about critical thinking. It's about exploring the app, using your intuition to ask, okay, what happens if I do this weird thing?
That's the discovery part, isn't it?
Absolutely. A script can't look at a button and tell you if it's confusing or just plain ugly. That's usability, that's finding weird edge cases. A human has to do that first.
Okay, but hang on. If manual testing is so smart, why is everyone so obsessed with automation? Why does it get all the budget?
Because it's a different tool for a different job. If manual is the brain, then automation is. Well, it's the super fast, specialized Brawn for repetition.
So for things like checking the same login screen 500 times.
Exactly. Or running thousands of regression tests to make sure old features haven't broken. An automated script can do that in minutes inside a CI/CD pipeline. A human would take days and, frankly, get bored and make mistakes.
So if I'm hearing this right, the core idea is automation checks
It checks known things. It verifies what we expect to happen.
and humans test. We explore to find the unexpected problems.
You've got it. And that brings us to the biggest flaw of relying only on automation. The simple fact is automation is, well, it's kind of dumb.
What do you mean by that? It
It-
does exactly what it's told
Yeah,
to.
precisely. And only what it's told. Think about this scenario, we call it blindness. You write a script to check if a submit button is clickable.
Okay? And the script runs, it finds the button in the code, it clicks it, test passes, green light.
Right. But what if a CSS bug turned the button invisible? What if it's the exact same color as the background?
Oh, a user can't see it.
Exactly. The script still passes because the button is technically there and clickable in the code. But a human tester would fail it in half a second because the app is completely unusable.
Wow. Okay, so if you never even imagined a bug could happen, you'd never write a script to check for it.
That's the flaw. That's why you always need manual testing, especially when features are new or requirements are a little fuzzy. You need a human to define the risk first.
And then automation comes in later, once things are stable, to act as a safety net.
Yes, that's the professional industry cycle. Manual testing finds the new bugs, then you identify those stable behaviors, then you automate scripts to protect them. Manual testing doesn't go away, it just moves on to the next new feature.
This is so critical for anyone listening and thinking about their career path.
It really is. You can't write good automation if you don't first have that critical thinking foundation from manual testing. It's the entry point.
And from there, you can move into, say, a test manager role focused on strategy, or get the coding skills to become an automation engineer.
For sure. So the key takeaway for you really is this. Manual is a thinking skill. It's for discovery. Automation is a checking tool. It's for regression.
Preventing old problems from coming back.
Exactly. Real quality comes from that strategy, not from any single tool.
So here's a final thought to leave you with today. The risk you haven't defined is the risk you can never protect against with automation. So look at your own work and ask yourself, what part of this requires my unique human intuition? And what part is just repetition that a machine could handle?
Making that distinction, that's the real heart of quality engineering.